But at the moment, it appears it's just one more hurdle. Since the FEC has approved, that suggests that you've come to an agreement about the figures. So it's just that point where perhaps from the National Assembly's approval before the payment is made.
Well, we hope the hurdle is not too high, because this approval has been on before they went for their last vacation. And they've been back since, and no news is coming out. So it's for us, we don't understand what is going on.
At the moment, where does it stand? Because it does seem to suggest that only the federal government, or should I say the NNPC, is importing products at this time. Yeah. And they plan to end that in 2019. What role are your organizations, of course, the independent marketers, what have you been able to decipher from these actions of government?
What we do know for now is that only NNPC is importing, because they are the only ones that have the muscle to import, and they are the only ones that are authorized to absorb any subsidy, because there's subsidy. But the hope is that by the time the Dangote refinery comes on stream, importation will stop. Hopefully. And we also want to believe that that is the right way to go. You know, but
you seem to have some doubts, though.
Well, as you move closer to some targets, we hope targets don't move by themselves. If targets are stationary, you move closer to them, and then you see that you're very comfortable that you'll be able to achieve what you think you can achieve. Doubts? Well, I do not. I'm hoping
but
that
you know,
it will be the target of 2019 will be met. But relying solely on streaming of Dangote is not the best way.
Let me just follow up before you come back to that. Speaking about moving targets, they also say that it wasn't fair on the government, because the reason why this figure is huge is because your targets are always moving this debt, because they say that you are charging interests in Naira. You agreed that with the banks in Naira at 26%. And they suggested, why not charge, because if it was in dollars, why not charge interest in dollars, which is going to be about 10 to 12%? Why in Naira?
You see, the agreement we had with government from beginning was to pay us interests anytime they accrue. I'm not aware whether it's denominated in dollars or in Naira, but that is the agreement. And we show proof. Anytime we claim, banks actually come with supporting documents to really confirm that the interests have been accrued, have been incurred, you know. So it's not us manipulating anything. It is, the situation is such that if you don't pay, interest will continue to rise. That's the moving target. If they have settled the capital a long time ago and then things have been stabilized, the interest will not be there.
So, because they're saying that part of what makes it difficult is if interest is there in Naira at 26%, definitely huge. But since you say you're not aware of this, does this that mean that once this is sorted, we have successfully exited the subsidy regime?
Once it is sorted, we have successfully paid what we owe. Now, subsidy regime, I've said it here.
What you owe the government, not what the government owes you.
No.
We have agreed to net off. We have agreed to net off. Government owes us a larger chunk. We owe some government agencies some money. And we have agreed. We reconcile. We have figures that we owe government on one side, and we have figures that government is owing us. And there have been deductions. And we have a bottom line. And we are saying, settle the bottom line. You know, because if you don't do that, you continue to postpone things. You continue. Banks are always happy to calculate the interest at the end of any period that we have agreed with them. Theirs is, they don't care. But we do, because the load is on us. And we can't hold on. Cash flow has affected everything. I have not seen any importer, any marketer that has embarked on any new project in the last 8 months, because the funds are not there. Okay, like I said earlier, we are struggling hard not to retrench.